How's it going, guys? This is Cody, and today I thought I would take a break from showing off all my movies, and instead I would do a video where I talk about one of my other favorite hobbies that I enjoy, and that is gaming. Now, ever since I was younger, I used to love playing video games. Me and my cousin Spencer, we would just sit around for hours at his house, playing games, on his Nintendo. Some of my favorite games back then was Banjo-Kazooie, Mario Kart was another game I used to love, Zelda. There were just so many great games. We mostly played games from the 90s and, of course, early 2000s, and me and him, we just both loved it, and we grew up playing those games. And, as we got older, we continued, going to different consoles and, playing different types of games. And probably our favorite console to play games on has always been PlayStation. PlayStation has always been one. I've always put out, some of the best games in our opinion. We've always enjoyed playing those over other consoles like let's say GameCube. I remember we used to play that. We did play Xbox when it first came out, but we've always preferred PlayStation games over Xbox games. And as I got older, I actually bought myself a PlayStation 2. Usually I would just go out and just play games with him, and after a while, I ended up getting a PlayStation 2 for my birthday one year, and then I just started playing games by myself. And as we've gotten older and haven't been able to spend as much time with each other, we don't play a lot together now, but we're still both, I'd say, pretty good gamers. I've got a PlayStation 3 now. I don't play a lot. I've only got a few PlayStation 3 games, but my cousin Spencer is a huge gamer, and he plays GTA every day and Call of Duty, and I've always still enjoyed getting on my PS3. I get on it every once in a while, but like I said, I used to have a PlayStation 2, and I have a lot of games from my PlayStation 2, and these are some of my favorite games, and so I thought it'd be cool if I did a video just showing off all my PlayStation 2 games. Now, unfortunately, I cannot play these games on my PS3 for some reason. My PS3 is not PS2 compatible. I don't know why, so I just cannot play any of these games, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I've got a couple of PS3 games. I don't have a lot. Mostly right now, I'm playing a Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, Zombies, and I'm not going to show off my PS3 games now. I might if I get more PS3 games in the future, which I do plan to, I might do a video where I show off my PS3 games, but right now I'm just going to show off my PlayStation 2 games. So without further ado, I'm going to go and get into it. Now, the first couple of games, which I'm showing off right here, are from the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. When me and my cousin Spencer were younger, we were both really big into skateboarding, and some of our favorite games to play were the Tony Hawk games. The first game I'm going to show off is probably both of our favorite games from the Tony Hawk series, and that is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. This is one of the really older PlayStation cases, like when they were still putting out games like in these computer type game cases, or CD cases. But yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 has always been one of both of our favorite games in the entire Tony Hawk series. I absolutely love the levels on this. I think my favorite level on this game is definitely School. I think that's probably my favorite one, to play. And I always pick Tony Hawk when I play these games. My cousin Spencer was more into playing as Bob Burnquist, and yeah, just so many amazing skaters are on this game. Burnquist, Eric Costin, Bucky Lasek, which is another one of my favorite skaters. Yeah, it's definitely, it still is one of my favorite games, and it's definitely my favorite Tony Hawk game. So there you go. Now, another game that I actually really enjoy this game as well. My cousin Spencer has never really liked this game, but I've always liked it, and it's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I've always enjoyed some of the levels on this game, and this was just one game that I always played because this was actually one of the first PlayStation 2 games that I bought. I think I got this back when it was still relatively new, and I just always enjoyed playing it. Now that I play before I got a PS3, I still have my PS2. I still play this game every once in a while, and I still really do enjoy it. I really enjoy the music in this. There's a lot of really great music in this game, and I enjoy some of the levels on here, but I think out of all the Tony Hawk games, this is probably the least favorite of a lot of people that have played the Tony Hawk games, but I've always enjoyed this one. Now this next one is another one of my cousin's favorite, and I like it too. It's Pro Skater 4. I've always enjoyed this one as well. Bob Burnquist comes back in this one. He wasn't in Tony Hawk 3 because he was in a X Games. They did a video game version of the X Games, and he was in that, so he couldn't be in 3, but this is in this one. In this one, you actually, I know you can't see it, but in this one you can actually sketch cars in this one, and I think this was the first Tony Hawk game where they did that, and I always loved that, sketching behind cars, so yeah, another really fun one. Another one of my favorite Tony Hawk games is Underground, and this was of course the game where you could be your own skater. You didn't have to be a pro skater. You could be your own skater. You could start your own storyline, create your own your own pro model boards, get your own sponsors, and at the end of the game start your own skateboard company. And that's one thing I really liked about it. This was one of the first games where you could just be your own character and basically create your own everything. Like on the game, if you look right here, you can actually get a picture of your face and put it on your character, and that was really cool. For the time that this game came out, that was like really big. This was one of the first games that I think that did that. There may have been games that came before that did this, but this was the first Tony Hawk game that did that, and I've always really liked this. So Tony Hawk's Underground is another one of my absolute favorites. I also really enjoy Underground 2, and I think American Wasteland are my other two favorite games in the series. I don't have those, and I don't have Project 8, but I do have a Downhill Jam, which is kind of a cheesier game in the series, I must say, because you're basically just going down hills in all the levels, but it's still a really fun game in my opinion. I love how you can go down hills. I love how when you're doing there's some levels where you have to get the most tricks in the game. You go off the huge ramps and just bomb down hills, and there's these little spiral things you go through, and it slows down the game, and you can get do like 1440s and stuff in midair, just going down big hills. I've always enjoyed this game. It's a really fun one in my opinion. I know it's a cheesier one compared to the other games, and it does get kind of silly, but it's still a pretty fun game. I really like that one as well. Alright, and now I'll just set that here. And now, this is probably my least favorite of the Tony Hawk games, and it's probably the least favorite of everybody, and it's Proving Ground. I never really liked this. I never liked the way that the characters look. I never really liked the levels. The only thing I really liked about this game was that it had the feature where I forget what it's called in this game, but it has a feature where you can slow down the skater, and you can use the analog sticks to flip the board underneath you. Now, this came out right before Skate, and when Skate came out, they took that. I'm not saying they took it from this game, but they took that sort of technology of flipping the skateboard with the joysticks and just took it to a whole nother level, and now Skate is the big thing in skateboarding now. I think the only other game that came out after Proving Ground was Tony Hawk's Ride, which I don't have that one, so I can't comment on that, but this is definitely my least favorite Tony Hawk game. And now, of course, I absolutely love the Skate games. I think that Skate is definitely taken over when it comes to skateboarding video games. Now, one of my favorite games from one of my favorite series, and probably one of the biggest series in gaming, is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I've always loved this game. I love the missions you can go on to. The music is really great. All the classic 80s and 70s bands that play. this has always been one of my favorite video games. You know, I absolutely love everything about it. It's so fun. Of course, now whenever I'm over at my cousin's house, we play GTA 5, and GTA 5 is probably one of the best games ever created. I absolutely love GTA 5. I don't remember playing GTA 4 that much. I think my cousin Spencer had it, but you know, it just really wasn't as great of a game, especially in the driving on that game just really wasn't good. The way the controlling the car just really wasn't good on that game. But I've always loved Vice City, and I love GTA 5. I did like San Andreas as well, but I've always preferred Vice City over San Andreas. And I think I played GTA 3. I think Grand Theft Auto 3 was my introduction to the Grand Theft Auto games. Now I'm going to show off these two horror-related video games. As you guys know, I'm a huge Evil Dead fan, so I had to get these. I actually have two Evil Dead video games, and the first one I got was a Fistful of Boomstick. I've always loved this game. You know, basically you're in a town where, of course, the Necronomicon unleashes the forces of evil, and Ash has to fight him again. This is such a fun game, especially when you get the chainsaw, you know, and the boomstick. It's just such a great game, and of course, Bruce Campbell voices Ash. I think that the one game that came out before this was Hail to the King. I think that was the first game, because I remember it being advertised when the Anchor Bay 10 for Evil Dead 2 came out. And so I think Hail to the King was one of the first Evil Dead games, and then this came out after that. I want to get Hail to the King sometime, but you know, since I can't play PlayStation 2 games on my PS3, it's kind of pointless now. But A Fistful of Boomstick has always been one of my favorite games to play. Absolutely love this game. So if you're a fan of Evil Dead, highly recommend this one. And I also recommend this one, Regeneration. Another really fun game. I don't remember if I enjoyed this one as much, but this is a more modern one. I think that this was the latest. This is the latest Evil Dead video game that came out of the 3 or 4 that they've released. So this is a more modern one, and it's really fun. I like how Ash has a sidekick. He's a half dead-eyed, half human sidekick, and he's voiced by Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi's little brother. And this is always a fun game to play. Regeneration is a really great one. If you're a fan of Evil Dead, I would highly recommend getting both A Fistful of Boomstick and Regeneration. Now the last two PS2 games that I have are Guitar Hero games. The first one is Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock, which has always been one of my favorite ones. Guns N' Roses has always been one of my favorite bands, so the fact that I could play as Slash has always been fun. And of course, you know, they've got such great songs like, you know, Sunshine of Your Love, Welcome to the Jungle, Mississippi Queen, Cult of Personality, you know, Bowls on Parade. Such a really awesome game. I love the Guitar Hero games. I think my cousin Spencer, the first game we got was Guitar Hero 2, and then of course Legend of Rock, and then the Best of game. I love that one as well. But Guitar Hero 3 is one of the ones I have. I'd like to get the Greatest Hits, I think is what it's called. I'd like to get that sometime. And I also got a Guitar Hero Van Halen, which I got for free with my Guitar Hero when I actually bought, you know, the actual guitar. I got Van Halen. I really like the game. Van Halen has always been one of my favorite classic rock and roll bands, and you know, just playing playing their songs has always been really fun. So this is a really great game. At the bottom here it says it's not for resale, so this is sort of a, you know, like a demo type thing before it was actually released, I think. And as you can see, it's in like a paper sleeve. You know, I got it for free, so I'm not complaining about it at all. It's still a great game. One Guitar Hero game I'd love to get would be Metallica. This is another game I really like to play. And yeah. But anyway, guys, that is just a quick video. I know I don't have a lot of PlayStation 2 games, but I thought I would show you guys what I have. So, yeah, anyway, guys, definitely let me know what you guys think about any of these games, and definitely let me know what your favorite PlayStation 2 games. I would love to know what are some of my viewers, you know, what type of games do you guys like to play. And, Yeah, like I said, I don't have a lot of PlayStation 3 games, but once I start getting those, I will definitely do a video where I show those off. I'm not playing that now. And if you guys are friends with me on Facebook, you guys will know that I posted my PS3 my PS3 username. And if you guys want to add me on PS3, just let me know, and I can you can give me your username, and I will send you a friend request. Or just private message me on here, because I really don't want to say my name on video. But if you guys want to add me as a friend on PS3, just add me on Facebook, or just send me a message on here. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, let me know what are some of your favorite PS2 games, and I hope you guys enjoyed checking out my games. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, everybody, and I'll see you guys later.